Murder, She Wrote.
She's a crime novelist, so she knows how things actually work.
And Nancy Mancuso Gelber dreamed up a plot to die for that she figured would bring her instant royalties.
She was going to get $180,000.
Without even typing a word.
She said she wanted your nipples and penis ripped off.
Yes, she was really mad.
Joseph Gelber Jr., better known as Jody, thought he'd found himself a good wife when he married Nancy.
Were you guys in love?
Yes, we were in love.
It was Jody's fourth marriage and Nancy's second, and it looked like this one would last.
Everything was fine for a long time.
But after 9 years together, Jody says he came down with a belated case of the 7-year itch.
She quit working, she stayed at home, didn't do anything.
Except write crime thrillers like Temporary Amnesia, her first published novel. Jody says that little taste of success went to Nancy's head.
She just liked to spend a lot of money.
And he says she turned into a 54-year-old party girl.
I was working late at night, and it just got to be where she wanted to party all the time, and she was doing drugs.
Their marriage was quickly falling apart under the weight of it all.
It got to where she was sleeping in the front bedroom and I was sleeping in the back.
And Jody finally told Nancy he wanted a divorce.
I fell out of love.
He says Nancy didn't take it well.
She thought I was having affairs.
Any validity to any of those claims?
I was not having an affair.
Nancy was reportedly deeply concerned that her life of leisure was coming to an end. Jody, an auto mechanic, didn't make a lot of money, but it had been enough to allow Nancy to write her crime stories from home and party like the local celebrity she thought she was. And the divorce would also mean Nancy would cease to be the beneficiary of Jody's $180,000 life insurance policy. So she decides to hire a hitman to kill her husband.
She had told him that she was going to get $180,000 on insurance, and she was willing to pay $60,000 for someone to do the job.
Nancy turns to her local drug dealer, Jeremy Kidd, in Bryan, Texas.
We're pretty familiar with him.
And Kidd immediately snitches on her to the local cops.
She wanted him to find somebody to kill her husband.
Saying she detests hubby Jody because she thinks he's been cheating on her.
She said something to the effect, well, if it was up to me, I'd tie him up, cut his nipples off, and cut his off, and then everything else. Okay, this is the car.
Bezos County Sheriff investigators Ricardo Ledesma and Terry Young then come up with a plot of their own, getting Kidd to set up an undercover sting, with Young posing as a hitman named Dwight.
What points did you need her to hit?
We needed her to come out and just pretty well tell us, I want you to kill my husband. I will pay you to kill my husband.
Nancy agrees to meet Young or Dwight in the parking lot of this hotel.
Dwight?
Yes.
Okay.
Young, wired and recording every word, discusses the deal with a nervous and suspicious Nancy in her truck.
Are you in any way, shape, or form affiliated with the law?
No. Are you?
I am not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I'm a crime novelist, and that's why this is just the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Nancy offers Young her wedding ring as a down payment on the hit.
14 karat gold?
Yeah, it's got 32 diamonds around on each side.
Okay.
And then one in the middle.
Okay.
Young accepts and asks Nancy how she wants the hit carried out.
You gotta understand, once this is done, it can't be undone, okay?
Look, I understand.
Okay. Once this is done,
And
he's dead.
I know nothing.
Okay. All right, I just, generally, people will tell me, I want it at the house, I want it at work, I want him
He is
killed
leaving
here at that.
every night to go to some girl's house. He's got like 5 or 6 girlfriends. None
Okay.
of them know about each other. He's receiving underwear in the mail from California. You know, this guy's just a
Okay.
pervert. That's pretty bad.
I mean, with this kind of animosity you have toward him, do you want him to suffer?
No,
You don't.
I want it to look like a killing. I'd like to make it look like an accident. The less I know, the better off I am. The spouse is the first one that they go to. Always. So.
How can I get in touch with you then when this is done?
Am I going to have to hear it from you that it's done?
Do you want to hear it from me?
No.
What do you want to hear?
The police.
Police coming to tell you? Okay.
So it was abundantly clear to you that Nancy wanted to hire you to murder her husband.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. She wanted him gone. She wanted the insurance money.
But investigators feel they still need more evidence to arrest Nancy.
We can't prove it at this point.
Then they get an urgent call from Nancy's drug dealer, Jeremy Kidd.
And he's telling me that he was concerned for Jody's safety. He said that she was acting really strange. He said, I'm afraid she's either going to try to go ahead and kill him herself or she's going to find somebody else to do it.
Next, investigators are in a race against time to catch Nancy before she can murder her husband.
You slept with your gun just in case your wife tried to take you out.
It slept under the pillow with me.